Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1471, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What game does the Queen of Hearts order Alice to play in Alice in Wonderland? Croquet. Studies show dogs can see which two colors? Answer: dogs can make out combinations of blue and yellow, which may explain why they prefer toys in these colors. Who was known as the Mad Monarch? George III. Which bird is the national bird of Panama? Harpy eagle. In which European city can you find the Mouth of Truth? Rome. What was the first name of the cartoon character Mr. Magoo? Quincy. What city hosted the 1984 Summer Olympics? Los Angeles. Nicosia is the capital of which country? Cyprus. Where is the Salvador Dali Museum located? St. Petersburg, Florida. In the Harry Potter universe, who dies during the third Triwizard Tournament? Cedric Diggory. Zymology, also known as zymurgy, is the study of what? Fermentation. The last plague that God leveled on the Egyptians was? The death of all firstborn in the land. Which astronomical body is 3.67 billion miles from the Sun? Pluto. Which band member of The Who died of drug overdose? Keith Moon. What is the English title of the Manet painting depicting a nude woman enjoying a picnic with two clothed men? The Luncheon on the Grass. On Saturday Night Live, from what country did the Coneheads claim to be from? France. Café corretto is espresso corrected with what substance? Alcohol. Which mountain range separates Europe from Asia? The Ural Mountains. What literary work inspired Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit song? Alice in Wonderland. Which British designer invented the dual cyclone bagless vacuum cleaner? James Dyson. What was Germany's code name for its planned invasion of the United Kingdom during World War II? Operation Sea Lion. Who invented the electrical bass? Leo Fender. In The Great Gatsby, what was Jay Gatsby's given name? James Gatz. What A-Team cast member was once a bodyguard for Muhammad Ali and Leon Spinks? Mr. T. What children's author also invented a surgical device? Roald Dahl. Who built the French country house he called the Château de Monte Cristo? Alexandre Dumas. What is the common name for the star Sirius? Dog star. Which Indian prime minister was assassinated by two of her bodyguards? Indira Gandhi. What type of leaf is depicted on the national flag of Canada? A maple leaf. What type of mythological creature was tasked with forging thunderbolts for Zeus? Cyclops. When a human bone breaks only on one side, it's called what? Greenstick fracture. Who starred as Rudy Baylor in the 1997 film Rainmaker? Matt Damon. What is the name of the first nuclear-powered submarine? USS Nautilus. What is the name of Niagara Falls' smallest waterfall? Bridal Veil Falls. What U.S. city is named for a Roman general famed for leaving his troops and retiring to his farm? Cincinnati. What two things need to be combined to form an interrobang? A question mark and an exclamation point. How long is the giraffe's tongue? 17 inches. In the movie The Shawshank Redemption, Warden Norton often whistled what hymn song? A mighty fortress is our God. What was the inspiration for MGM's famous lion mascot? A college mascot. What does Alea Yacta S translate into? The die is cast. Where did the Pied Piper play? Hamelin? What year did Elton John originally release the song Candle in the Wind? 1974. What Norse explorer introduced Christianity to Greenland around 1000 AD? Leif Erikson. Which Maserati vehicle was designed and built on the Enzo Ferrari chassis? The MC-12? What was named for Pope Sixtus IV when it was consecrated in a 1483 Mass? The Sistine Chapel. A quahog is what kind of sea creature? Answer. Clam. It is common along the eastern coast of the American continent, from Prince Edward Island down to the Yucatan Peninsula. What's the name of Barbie doll's boyfriend? Ken. The Broadway hit Rent translates what opera to a Greenwich Village apartment? La Boheme. Which breed did the English call a coach dog? Dalmatian. Which U.S. president spoke English as a second language? Martin Van Buren. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.